How are you feeling about this fight? You've seen both of these people fight.
Let's go.
I'm honestly excited, and like that's you know, they were talking about who makes the matchmaking. It's either usually me or you or one of the refs. You know, but one of the reasons we gave him that nickname, CLINT STEEL, is because when those hands land, sparks fly. And that kind of goes the same for Baz. So this should be an exciting fight, and we're seeing discovery round. Screw that, we're going right to the smashing, brawl out battle that we want to have.
And then what's great about this, I love that. I love that's what you said about CLINT STEEL, right? When he throws them hands, the sparks fly, because we named Baz Bombshell Baz. Actually, I have to update the name now because he also came in with the hands, right? So we got two power punchers here for your pugilistic delight. CLINT STEEL moving and grooving, trying to create those angles. Clint does have some experience boxing, so it's going to be interesting to see how he tackles the challenge in Bombshell Baz.
Yeah, and so far a little bit of that early aggression slowing down, but not that much. Both fighters still taking big swings at each other and just barely, you know, staying outside of that anti-spam system, occasionally going over it by a punch or two, but quickly resetting.
Ooh.
But you see, they don't spend a lot of time in that reset.
Big uppercut by Clint, though. Crowd's going.
They're starting to find each other's rhythm, and honestly, getting on the same wavelength a little bit. It's funny you mentioned, like, you know, how similar that they started. They're on the same wavelength in this fight. They're throwing big hands. Baz has the ugly face.
Baz in trouble, getting tagged. He's got to be careful firing back under those conditions.
And what I like about what Clint is doing, right? He's throwing over top of the guard, and that's what's landing, right? It's just it's not that Baz's guard is bad, but it has little gaps, and Clint is doing a great job at exploiting them.
Also, Clint being the shorter fighter, I really do love how he's leveraging uppercuts, trying to get in under the guard of Baz.
And I need to see the damage at the end of this round. These got to be some crazy punches.
Ooh, big right hand landing in. Baz firing back as well. Both boxers blow for blow. CLINT STEEL going for the cheeky body punches. Baz fixes his headset. Baz looking hurt.
Oh, Clint hurt. Oh my God, the fight is just going back and forth. Just a slugfest. Hard to keep up with it at this point.
Man,
I don't know what the strategy is except for hit, and just who cares if I get hit.
Absolutely not, but both of these guys taking targeted, measured shots at each other. Not a lot of high volume, but more precision-guided missiles from both of these boxers. Bombshell Baz going to the body now, taking a little page out of CLINT STEEL's book.
And there's a lot of, like, really smart tactic to having punches like that, because if you throw a punch that's under a certain damage threshold, the game doesn't even really count it towards the scorecard, but it will count that. Bombshell Baz going down like a bomb, and Clint STEEL striking fire, hitting that ignition.
That was a quick rapid fire, three-punch fury there
right at the end of the round, too.
All right, locking in here with chat. I'm going to try this link one more time. Houston Stanley, try to join the Discord. That's the best way to get in on the action. The card tonight is full, but we do these pretty much weekly. Next week is going to be a bit of a vacation, but it'll give you plenty of time to get used to how to sign up. Let me know if that link works for you. Go ahead and copy and paste that into your browser. Z4Y Sally saying Hands of Steel by Clint, and I think Clint has become one of a crowd favorite here on the channel. The name, the legacy, the hands. Bombshell Baz looking like he's got a bit of a problem here on his hands. He's got to figure it out in round number 2, the adjustment round. ASAP Milk, yeah, he did have that swagger walk, dog. He had a lot of aura walking away from that that knockdown. Chest was out. You saw him? He was walking like y'all ever seen Tom and Jerry when Tom got his three cousins over to walk in and try to beat Jerry up? That's what it looked like. He had that old school why I oughta kind of stance. All right, round number 2 underway in this fight. Explosive battle of power and technique.
Yeah. And I mean, the technique is just very interesting, right? Because, like, they're not, you know, you see the jab. Is it? Oh my God! It's coming right back in round 2. And as the first round ends with his knockdown, he starts the second round with Clint's.
I told you, bro, it's power and technique, right? These guys are, usually we see a lot of flurry punches. We see a lot of, ooh, dang. But these are sharp, quick punches. Clint Steel coming out slightly faster than Bombshell Baz. So for every shot that Baz throws out, he's getting hit with about 1.5. But Clint trying to actually take this round back.
It's an interesting strategy. You know, he did not back off, and I think that's the right mentality, right? He came into this round, you know, feeling good about himself. He came back with that momentum boost, and you know, if he just plays timidly all of round 2, it, you know, just throws it right back in Baz's favor. So I kind of like that he's standing his ground, but he's got to be careful because Baz is absolutely capable of delivering another one of those knockdowns.
Oh yeah, you don't call him Bombshell for nothing, and you don't call Clint the Man of Steel for nothing. Both of these boxers have to be very careful and very aware of the damage the other opponent can put on him. Checking in with the chat right now. Entertainer, bro, I'm sorry I've been missing your messages. YouTube has been not showing up on my chat, multi-chat kind of thing here. But yes, this has been a good absolute fight, you know what I'm saying? Cash and Perkins, I 100% agree. These punches are clean, cleaner than Mr. Clean, ballhead clean, if I do say so myself. Ooh,
honestly, at this point, I don't know where this match is going to go. It looks like it'll probably go the distance, but there's definitely going to be a couple more knockdowns by the end of round 3. Here, though, halfway through round 2.
Ooh, Clint's hurt.
Hard to score it, right? So far, it's probably 8-10, 10-8. And then, you know, the damage at these rounds, what's funny about that, right, is barely going to matter at this point because it's all going to be for the knockdown.
Yeah, 100%. You know, definitely Clint walked away with that first round for me. Oh, and Baz has secured the second one. Wow. Let's take a look at that on flip phone cam. Damn.
The flip phone shit keeps getting me.
Glad I caught it on my flip phone, you know what I'm saying?
The good old flick. Oh my god.
Oh my god. World Star.
Oh, he needs some milk.
Oh no. Somebody. Oh, he needs some milk.
Oh shit.
And Clint's got to be careful though, because you know what goes with milk? Ooh. A nice good nap time. Clint might be going to bed early if he keeps this up, and he survives the round. Bombshell Baz was trying to work on that TKO, and we go on to a third and final round here for this explosive matchup. Good lord.
What a fight so far.
It's been a great fight. It's been a great fight, Tesco. I mean, it's exactly what you'd expect from these two. They have both earned their nicknames in the ring. And I'm so glad to kind of see this test for Clint Steel as well, because, you know, we're going to be starting throwing him in there with bigger and bigger sharks and really see what the young man is made of. And it's also really good to just see what other people's hands are like, you know what I'm saying? So locking in with the chat here, Z4Y says, amazing comeback from Baz. This is the fire that I missed all night. Yeah, now this is actually the P-Man fight and this one would probably be my two favorite fights so far. You know what I'm saying? Lake says, how do I get in on this? Lake, you just got to drop in on the Discord. I'm dropping a link. Hopefully it works for everybody. The link has been messing up. Will Riggin says, Bombshell getting some clean shots in, but look. Clint is also doing very well with somebody who's trying to go against the top 16, and Bombshell Baz hurt early in this match. Solly, like you said, this could go either way, bro.
Absolutely. Well, like you said, you know, this is a high-level match. And I said it at the beginning, right? We see the low level, and you can see the difference that experience, both in fighting and in this game, can make. This is an explosive match that looks nothing like what we saw at the beginning of this card.
I mean, tables have turned all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Giovanni, are y'all reffing a VR match? Absolutely, we're commentating a VR match. These two are in their rooms duking it out. This is for the dream, the virtual crowd on their feet. Chat, make some noise for these two VR boxers.
Absolutely. And especially on the chat and the audience, right, guys? Like, these fighters watching afterward. Ouch! Another knockdown for Baz, who was starting to run away with it. Had some trouble in round 1, but in round 2, got 2 clean knockdowns and started round 3 with another one. I think he started to figure out the rhythm and the power for this match.
Yeah, and really, honestly, it's a distance thing, too. You're noticing that Clint was not going for as many uppercuts in the second round, but also he was swinging, I mean, just like a baby's breath hair away from Baz. Baz, of course, with those longer arms, making full reach of it, sitting in the pocket, sending them from long distance, and you don't want to be on the receiving end of some Bombshell Baz punishment.
I think so. You don't want to be receiving end on Clint's punches. Those rock-hard steel punches, they've rocked Baz a few times, hit him with that ugly face, but for the most part, he's stood upright, and that's really been the key to this. I think he has been, a little bit... Oh no, knocked down once more! But if he can keep and survive, I think this match is still going to be his. And what I was saying is, for the most part, he survived because he was backing up, right? Now this time Clint got him with enough damage and combo, but if he can keep that defense going and even find another knockdown, this match is entirely his.
Yeah.
But if he gets knocked down again, Clint comes back.
Baz hurt.
Man, another competitor for Fight of the Night.
Baz hurt, though. The young man, Clint Steel, trying to work on it. Baz, fearless, though, firing back. That's the experience. Got Clint hurt, and a big left comes straight across the face for Clint Steel. Chat is on their feet, Solly.
Those are really important. Sometimes if you don't get the knockdown, sometimes just hitting that stun gives you a second or two of breather when they need to recover it, even if you don't have the energy to follow up.
And you can see Baz swinging in mean intention here, trying to put away the young man. That's the respect the young man has garnered from Bombshell Baz. Baz seeing that he needs to put this guy away fast, or it might be curtains for him. Clint has still a chance to win, and there we go. Let's see what the judges say.
That was an amazing fight.
That might be Fight of the Night, bro.
Ooh, and Bombshell Baz comes away with the W in a spectacular firefight. Baz living up to the Bombshell name, 24-28. Looking at Bombshell Baz, Clint came out with amazing fire in those gloves, 10-8 for Clint Steel, but Baz bringing it back with righteous fury. That second round was redemption at its finest, and then figuring it out all the way, coming up clean and strong. The man Bombshell Baz, top 16 for a reason, you know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is they were even in knockdowns. Of course, Clint having that first knockdown and superior damage in that first round. Bombshell Baz, you got to give it to him, almost getting the TKO in the second round. They were dead even in knockdowns for the third round, but when we take a look at the damage, we'll see a little bit more about how that is. Of course, Clint out damaging Bombshell Baz in that first round, but Baz, look at the damage disparagement. Yeah, that second round, he found his range and was tagging Clint, and Clint was just out of range, just barely, wasn't able to put those power punches on him. And Baz, the experience, the tenure, you know what I mean, the OG-ness, pulls away 5,766 damage to 3,832, not taking anything away from either one of these boxers. A spectacular fight, if I do say so myself. Let's lock in with the chat, you know what I'm saying? Let's jump in. Yeah, a lot of people are going back and forth on this. Clint has become a fan favorite for a lot of folks. I mean, was the underdog for the first time that he came in, but this time around, you know what I'm saying, winning some respect and winning some fans here. Ollie calling it correctly, saying Clint was done in that third round, you know what I'm saying? Donnie Ball said he had 50 on Clint knockdown. You know what I'm saying? What's good with that parlay, my boy?
Damn, 50.
Oh, 50,
that's
bro.
Rough.
That's that man put it all. They bet it all, you know what I'm saying? Will Riggin saying that was a good boxing fight, you know what I'm saying? Having a lot of fun here in VR boxing. Well, Sunday says, do real boxing. Hey man, a lot of people do real boxing, but they also like to play video games. And so you sound like one of those people who see people playing Call of Duty and say join the military. You sound like an idiot. I just want to point that out, Chad. I hope you guys agree with me. This is a game. We all know it's a game. I don't know why you don't know it's a game, but clearly people like to play video games around here. Big surprise.
Someone said Brodo like the final boss walking away after the knockdown.
But he did.
I didn't even mean to do that.
He had you had.
I didn't even mean to do that. Bro.
You had
I was just
swagger
like
walk,
excited.
bro.
It was gonna be a good fight. I was excited because I was like, shit, yo, I was like, she's so good.
You know, personally, I always, you saw Clint, you know, obviously, third round was not what he was doing second and first round.
Yeah.
So I always chill on the first round, just, you know, discovery round. That's what it is to me.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was excited. I wasn't trying to do all that.
Dude, it was fun. Like, I think So Boz, like talking to you first, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Clint, this is Clint's third time appearing here on stream, right? He came in, he came in as the underdog. People were not, they're like, who's this Clint guy? And then by the second time, everybody was like, we got to bless him with a name. So it was very appropriate that he meet up with you because he got his name because of his devastating punches, and you got your name because of your devastating punches. How would you measure the young man in this fight?
Honestly, bro, he was so good. I'm actually really surprised. Not gonna lie, dude's avatar is made of steel. Like you saw, I was just landing, and he just wouldn't go down, bro. Yeah. I was low-key, I was trying to get him down, but he wouldn't go down. But he's on, bro. He's got hands, right? He's quick. Maybe just a little stamina work, but he's quick. He's got power. I'm pretty sure he stunned me, probably the same, maybe even more than I stunned him.
Yeah.
So I know he's got power. He's got really good accuracy. Only thing I'd suggest is that sometimes you see him really throw in some volume, and obviously I'm able to, block, defend, and then go on the offensive when he's tired.
Capitalize on it.
He was such a good fighter, bro.
Yo.
If he just got here, I'm excited to see what he's coming with when he has more experience.
That's what I'm saying. So you have somebody, Clint Steel, he does box IRL for the haters out there. And so what ends up happening is you see a lot of techniques that you don't see from a lot of people who just play the game. So there were some good sharp uppercuts in that first round, right? Being the shorter fighter, kind of leveraging those punches, I thought was very smart, right? But there is the side to it, like you were saying, there's the game side, right? And there's a lot of hidden mechanics, things you can take advantage of, and really kind of take a unique kind of advantage just because you know the game. So would love, honestly, Boz, if I could throw you just out there and offer your services, if you could lock in with the homie and really kind of dig deep into game mechanics and get him sturdy, you know what I'm saying? I know Clint's gonna just take this to the moon, right? He's got the raw ability, and that's
bro,
more than
100%.
half the battle. More than half the battle in
100%, bro.
Speaking of though, let me talk to Clint. Clint, bro, where you at?
Yo, what's up, man?
Yo,
great fight, dude.
Yo, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Like, crazy fight.
Bro, that was definitely fun. I could tell with the first round I got nervous because I was boxing a little bit, but at the end I started just going nuts because I thought the damage thing was gonna happen again. But it was great, dude.
Yeah. No, it was
it was
absolutely
awesome.
great.
I'm surprised I got a knockdown, honestly.
Really?
I'm happy about that.
Dude,
I got kind of excited. Yeah, because I wasn't stunning. But that just happens on my games. I win a lot of matches on this game, but not from damage, from knockdowns. And I'm like, well, how does that happen? But it was a great fight, bro. You're a great fighter. I noticed that on this game, you can't fight in volume because I was punching my life out, bro.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And you have to manage it correctly because you see, obviously, in order to get that damage, you need volume. You just have to manage it because if you're throwing all at once and it's
anti-spam,
you're less wary of what's happening. Defensively. So obviously when you get hit, it hurts. And honestly, I didn't even KO you when you were doing all that. So you did a pretty good job,
That's
man.
crazy. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
It
I
was
would
definitely
agree.
a fun fight. The first fight.
Last round when you knocked me down. When you
I was
knocked me down,
worried. I know you got hands too, bro.
These guys,
I'm
this guy's the
surprised,
opposite of the other ones. The other two guys were arguing. These guys were like, nah, but you're great. Nah, but you're great. I mean, I love that.
There's no point. There's no point in arguing when you're not getting hit in the face, for real.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
exactly, bro. And especially there was nothing bad happened. It was a good fight.
Really good.
There was
It was a great fight.
There's no lag.
Dude, I'll
there's
rematch
no
it for sure, bro. If you're down, someday I'll rematch for sure. I'll definitely
love that.
box more, cause I tried doubling up body shots. I went to the head with I went to the chin with uppercuts. I tried to get that in. I don't think the game mechanics are there for uppercuts yet. Yeah. I noticed that, but if you can really land one, then I guess.
Uppercuts are really difficult to land. I only got a couple of good ones on you. But the game mechanics aren't really there for uppercuts, so
Okay, bro.
You gotta
Definitely be wary of that.
Absolutely.
Yo, dude, we should definitely spar or something for sure, man.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all get in the
blast.
ring, bro. This is what I like to see, honestly. And the best parts about this server is that I can connect people who really like to spar with each other. There are two types of people in this game. People who just play for fun, just gamify. But there's also people who like to work on technique and really think about things. So when I can get two boxers like yourselves together, that are evenly matched and you can learn from each other, the iron sharpens iron for real. And I'd like to say for Clint,
Yeah.
I think you and Boz have the same idea. Volume is necessary for this game, but you have to keep volume to sub 4 punches, right? 3, 4, and that's your your marker for volume. If you want to use uppercuts, you landed some very clean uppercuts, but you were aiming them to the head. The chin does have a 25% bigger hitbox, so they're easier to hit. But I would honestly focus on uppercuts to the body. Go to the sternum and go to the liver.
The body?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
You can't. Right now, you can't
Got it,
uppercut
bro.
in the head because of the way the arm hitboxes are and all that. But
Oh,
you know,
okay.
Yeah, you
yeah.
and
Yo, bro, that was the blast, dude.
It's just
You had me
learning the
working.
Yeah, dude, you too, bro. Last round, the knockdown, I was so
Dude,
tired.
second round, I
but
tried adjusting, bro. I tried.
I know.
I tried coming up. I tried putting you on the back foot.
I like back foot, not gonna lie. So
yeah, he does play moving back. And what's crazy is, unlike in real
Hey, let's
life,
go.
you
I'll
can move
remember that.
backwards and do a lot of
Oh,
damage
yeah.
in this game. But dude, I thank both of y'all
I
for
put down
for
some
putting
footage, by
on
the
the
way.
show.
yes, sir.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, that's funny.
All right, homies. Well, I'm gonna catch up with y'all next week. Yeah. No.
Dude, had a blast, bro.
GG's,
For
bro.
sure. GG's, man. You take it easy.
All right, y'all. Take it
Yo,
easy.
great fight, guys.
Great fight.
Thank you, bro, for
Great
the
fight.
opportunity.
Great fight. Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and get on to the next fight. We've got Kobenomics. I love seeing Kobe fight. You know what I'm saying? Kobenomics. Right. Shout outs to, I will say, Solly. I don't know if you've been seeing Kobenomics has been doing some really cool stuff on Instagram. He's been taking his RIngsideVR fights and combining them with IRL footage, and it looks really cool to see the young man move IRL because he's got footwork. He be schmoving in that room, dog. Man, Kobe, if you hear this, I'll talk later, man. I want to be able to share some of your clips on the channel. We need to figure out how to make that happen. All right, so we got
Kobe was
Kobenomics.
doubting himself in the chat. He was doubting himself. He's saying he's not gonna win.
Man,
So, you know, I'm just.
yo,
I know
we gotta hype
he's,
him up. We gotta hype him up.
He's underrating himself. He's underrating himself.
100%. All right, who's in the red corner there, Solly?
We got
Conquest.
Conquest.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh. I think this will be a good matchup, to be honest. So Tesco, do you want to jump in on commentary with Solly on this one?
Tesco is out, but
Tesco
Boz,
is
you
no
wanna
mo.
hop in?
Yeah, I'm
Boz,
here.
you trying to hop in?
I'm here.
Okay, bet. So we got
Yes, sir.
Boz and
Always.
Solly on commentary. Shout out to Boz for hopping in after his fight, man. This is a hype time, right? You just got off a fresh fight. You get to give your insights on this next match.
Yes,
and we're gonna
sir.
get this next fight
Yeah.
underway.